G'day ladies and gentlemen, I'm Nick the Hippie. Welcome to another episode of Baked, and tonight we're going to be making rumballs. Whoa! Good cut point there.
Totally baked, baked, properly baked, baked, tastily baked, healthily, scientifically, ethically, hygienically baked.
So, today we're making rumballs. I've always loved rumballs. Really love rumballs, and when I was really starting to get into the cooking, I thought, what are your favourite things in the world? How do we add cannabis to them? So I worked it out, and today I'm going to be cooking that for you. So what we've been putting a couple of different types of biscuits. These are gluten-free and vegan biscuits. I don't know about vegans. You reckon? If vegans really were on about something, they would have told somebody by now, wouldn't they? But anyway, we've got some vegan gluten-free biscuits, which we're going to put through the acoustic food processor. And we've got about 250 grams of each of those biscuits in there. And we just grind them up. Into that. So there are all the biscuits together. Yep, that's all good crumbly. To which we're going to add 150 to 200 grams of cocoa. Some long stringy, what do they call that stuff? Coconut, not the desiccated, the step up. Shredded, that's the one. Beautiful, thank you. And we start mixing those together. And to which we're going to add maybe 150 grams of cannabis infused coconut oil. So we're going to really try and work that through with the fingers here so that all comes together. Obviously you wash your hands first before you do this, which I did. And it's a good process, really, cooking with the hand. You become attached to the food, it's part of you. And food undergoes chemical changes when you touch it. So don't be afraid about getting your hands dirty. But try and be a bit calmer than I am, not spill it everywhere. And as you can see, it's all sort of coming together there. It's going to take a bit of work, this, but all good things do take a bit of work. Okay, and to this, we're going to add maybe 300 grams of soaked dried fruit and dried peel, which have been soaking in brandy. You can use rum, you can use whiskey, any spirit you like. I'll get all that out there. And that's and we're also going to add a good dollop of honey. That's going to bind everything together, the honey. We'll probably add more as we go. We'll discover the kind of texture we want when it's all sort of binding and sticking in one whole glutinous mass. Then it's time to start making the balls, and it's getting to that stage now. A bit more love maybe. Just keep on working it through, breaking down any lumps of coconut oil in there. Otherwise it becomes a bit like Russian roulette. Some coconut some of the rumballs will have a hell of a lot of coconut oil in them, and some will have bugger all. Some people have a wonderful time, and the other people are wondering what they're giggling about. And as you can see, that's kind of come together in a really nice mass. So I'm going to have to go and wash my hands again and lay out some wax paper, and we'll get back to you with the next part of this. Okay, hands are a bit cleaner now. We've got some desiccated coconut. We're going to dump that on some wax paper, and then we're going to just start making the balls. So we just do this, and as with many things in life, there's a clean way of doing this and a dirty way of doing this. And yeah, the dirty way is heaps more fun. That'd probably sound better coming from Nigel Lawson's mouth than mine. But basically when you're doing this and you're making up lots and lots of these balls, you start absorbing the THC from the coconut oil through your hands. Like last year for around Christmas, good time to make rumballs, so I made some up for the Hemp Embassy Christmas party, and I was sitting there for about 40 minutes making balls, making lots and lots of them. At the end of it I'm thinking, wow, I'm really stoned. So basically doing this, you can be making balls and tripping balls at the same time. So I'm not going to make you watch all this as we go through. We're going to make up a whole plate of this with the mixture, and then we're going to chuck them in the fridge for about an hour to let them set, and we'll be back to you when they're done. And here we are with all the rumballs. They've been in the fridge for about 40 minutes now, so maybe we can get my birthday buddy Amanda up here, and Amanda and I actually share a birthday, different years. I'm heaps younger. Not really, not really.
Oh,
so, would you like to try one of these rumballs?
Oh, they look amazing. Absolutely brilliant. They're good. They get me high.
Of course I'll get you high.
High five.
Okay, I reckon by the time we finish these, we're going to be reasonably baked. See you next week. Come in and try a rumball, anybody? And don't feed the dog.
Those are strong, aren't they?
They're beautiful.